So you can always look. The Israelis hit the USS Liberty in 1967. The Johnson administration buried it. You have to go on the website run by the Liberty crew to find out that it was the Israelis who attacked the plane, killed 34 American Navy men and wounded 130-something, and the United States government all pretends that it didn't happen or it was some kind of mistake. So they can deny whatever, just like they denied the Gulf of Tonkin. That's still not set. People still aren't even aware of that instance.
That's right. The government, the CIA and NSA History Department admit it was staged, but a lot of people still think it was real.
Yeah. So they can get away with a lot. They always have, like you said, they always have.
Now let's shift gears. Let's shift gears into the new story you've written. The empire turns its guns on the citizenry. Tell us about that.
Okay, this really, Alex, is a review of a report put out by the Cato Institute about the rise of paramilitary police raids in America. It's about the militarization of your local police. It's an amazing thing. It turns out that there are now 17,000 local American police forces that are armed with rocket launchers, bazookas, heavy machine guns, all kinds of chemical sprays. In fact, some of them have tanks. You have now local police departments that are equipped beyond the standard of American heavy infantry. And what do they use these for? For example, in recent years, there have been 40,000 or more call-outs of SWAT teams annually. So that would be 110 times a day. Now, have you read about 110 hostage or terrorist events every day last year?
No.
So what are they doing? They're serving routine warrants to people who pose no danger to the police or to the public. Mainly they're used to serve warrants on drug users. Well, what happens is they break into homes and apartments in the middle of the night when people are asleep. They use stun grenades. They cause all kinds of chaos, confusion. And the result is a tremendous number of innocent people are murdered in their beds, brutalized, traumatized, because in a very high percentage of these cases, the SWAT teams have wrong addresses. They've got the wrong people.
Or they throw a flashbang into a baby's crib, or they shoot an old lady in the back, or they shoot one of their own officers and go nuts and kill everybody in the house.
Right, exactly. There you have it. It's become just it's a far greater source of terror for Americans than Muslim terrorists, because these things are happening 110 times every day.
But that's the whole point of it. And now they're going to bring troops back who've been running similar raids in Iraq thousands of times to expand the paramilitary force, and they admit the Black Mask, all of it, is about intimidation. This is going to be the paramilitary Nazi force that comes for our guns.
That's probably the case. And you may know that the police, part of the militarization of local police is that they give preference now to military veterans. And military veterans are, the military is totally different from police. Police is supposed to be community-related, and it's not supposed to have in its head the idea that you take out the suspect.
Police are guardians, they're servants, they're defenders. The military kills people and breaks things and fights an enemy. So if you have every town with a militarized military police, they're there to fight an enemy. Who's the enemy? That's us.
That's right. The suspect is the enemy, wherever he comes from.
Meanwhile, the border's wide open. Dr. Roberts, stay there. Final segment. Let's continue with your analysis of this report. On the other side, I'm Alex Jones, Infowars.com.
For years, you've been hearing about Herbal Healer Academy and how it's remained the leader in effective, alternative, and natural medicine and education. But how can they continue to hold that title for years on end? The answer is high quality and huge selection. Just visit herbalhealer.com and shop online or request a free catalog. You're bound to find the alternative you're looking for. Did you know that Herbal Healer carries the latest, safest, and effective weight loss products? You can also count on Herbal Healer for the largest selection of safe and natural supplements just for children. And don't forget your pets. Herbal Healer even has natural mineral supplements for all your animals, including horses, cows, and birds. Take a peek at their online calendar, and you're sure to find everything you need, and maybe something you didn't realize you needed. Visit herbalhealer.com, and don't forget to sign up for the free Herbal Healer newsletter. herbalhealer.com, working with the power of nature.
It's here. After a year in production and traveling to distant lands, my new film Terror Storm is complete. Shocking declassified government documents prove that Western governments are orchestrating terror attacks against their own populations as a pretext to enslave them. Terror Storm proves that not only was 9/11 an inside job, but the attacks of 7/7 in London were carried out by British intelligence. Terror Storm chronicles the lies that took us to war in Iraq, a White House program to disseminate fake news, NSA spying, secret police torture, the latest 9/11 information, and much, much more. Terror Storm is the definitive guide to the history of government-sponsored terrorism. It's an anthology of government crimes. Terror Storm is a film that everyone who wants to be truly informed must see. Get your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or by calling toll-free 1-888-253-3139 or watch it right now online at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hello, folks. This is Alex Jones introducing you to the incredible Berkey Solar Charger, your source for free solar electricity. This portable system is the size of a book when folded and small enough to fit into a briefcase, handbag, or glove compartment. The Berkey Solar Charger has been designed to power the Berkey Lights LED lamps as well as other applications such as mobile phones, radios, digital cameras, and PDAs when electricity is not available. Its multi-voltage capabilities, multiple adapters, and rechargeable batteries provide for a flexible source of auxiliary backup power. Simply place the Berkey Solar Charger in the sun, plug in your application, and you have power. Disconnect your application, the system automatically begins charging its own rechargeable batteries. Get the incredible Berkey Solar Charger for only $75 by calling New Millennium at 888-803-4438. And tell them Alex Jones sent you. That's toll-free, 888-803-4438. Talking to Dr. Craig Roberts, Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. Go through some of the other details you found in this big report that came out about the SWAT team, sir.
Okay, it turns out that the source of information for most SWAT team raids are snitches. And snitches are criminals who make a living by being police informers. Many snitches are themselves drug dealers, and they use their informant role in order to knock off the competition and in order to avoid arrest. So what you have is many of these people that find the SWAT team in the middle of their home in the middle of the night shooting up the place. They may be recreational drug user that a snitch sold a small amount of marijuana to that evening and went and told the police.
And a lot of police are on the take, too, from the mid-level drug dealers. They're only going to bust small people. They like snacks. They need to create the illusion. You know, they're all on roids and they're snorting coke.
The reason is that that there's a federal program that gives money for drug enforcement to the state.
And the feds, let me add this, the feds lobbied it 10 years ago and got it passed in almost every state. State laws where if the state gets the money, the police only get about 10%. But if the cops give it to the feds, they get about 70% back.